I'm gonna be all the way real with y'all. I don't think y'all putting enough respect on the name of the Air 2S. I'm getting sick of seeing these forum posts and these Facebook posts and YouTube videos about the Air 2S being some cash grab by DJI. Y'all are tripping. What up, y'all? It's Tight Shirt Terry Warfield back in the building. Hope you're having a good day so far. Today, I'll say the shirt is tight. You see that? I could barely flex that bicep in this, but I hope you're having a good day so far. If this is your first time here, yo, a fat welcome to you. And if you're part of the family, you came back, I'm here with open arms, baby. Come give me a hug, give me some dap. Welcome back. Make sure you drop a hashtag fam down below in the comments. Now, before we get into today's episode, I got us in a special thank you to my folks over at DroneWorks. If y'all are interested in buying the Mavic Air 2, the Air 2S, the Mavic Mini, all-tail drones, make sure y'all hit my fam up. Link is in the description. If you rock with Terry's content, make sure you do your shopping through DroneWorks. Big shout out to them for providing me with the Air 2S. Now, that don't mean that these opinions are anybody else's, because I don't get down like that. These are my thoughts, my opinions. So if you didn't catch the video, not the last one, but before the last one, where I compared the Air 2S to the Mavic Air 2, because I do got the Mavic Air 2 over there also, basically the long and short of it was the Mavic Air 2 is probably the best value drone out there. But let's just step back a second and realize and appreciate the technology that we have. Really, like, we have these drones we can pull out of a backpack, connected to a controller, transmit a signal from miles away, even though you shouldn't be doing that, transmit HD video, low latency, stabilize, like let's just appreciate what we have, right? Instead of doing all this complaining and everything. But the long and short of that video, which I'll link that down in the description, also put it up there, but don't leave off this video to go watch that video after this video. But I'll give you the long and short of it. Mavic Air 2, as I started to say, best value drone out there in my opinion. And this is for those people that want just the extra little bit of oomph that the Air 2S offers over the Mavic Air 2, but they don't want to go all the way up to Mavic 2 Pro or necessarily spend $2,000 for the Mavic 3 Pro when it comes out. So I guess my biggest argument with these people that are saying that this is just a cash grab, this is not necessary by DJI. You got the DJI Mini 2. You got the Mavic Air 2, you got the Air 2S, which is not designed to replace the Mavic Air 2. A lot of y'all don't seem to freaking understand that. This was not designed to replace the Mavic Air 2, which is why the Mavic Air 2 is still for sale. And then you got the Mavic 2 Pro before you go up to DJI's professional line of drones, right? So they basically have a drone for everybody's price range and everybody's experience level. So I don't really get where so many people are mad about the Air 2S, because nobody's forcing you to buy this freaking drone. The Mavic Air 2 is still an amazing drone, and arguably for people who are learning, you know, filmmaking and stuff like that, it might be the better drone for them. For people who don't want the, you know, the Mini 2, they want more than that, but they don't want to go up to Air 2S or Mavic 2 Pro, because you still get things like the HDR mode, which is still crazy good. I do find that the Mavic Air 2, the video is sharper, but I don't like that. I don't like the over sharpened look that the Mavic Air 2 produces, although it still looks good. However, I prefer the cleaner, less sharp, more natural looking image out of the Air 2S in addition to that 10-bit. So with that said, I don't feel like this is some cash grab or ploy by DJI. I don't even think that they were wrong by coming out with this drone. I'm about to tell you why. Okay, now I'm looking down below and I'm seeing that a lot of y'all haven't liked this video so far. So if you have not done so already, hit that like button. Y'all don't understand how important that thumb is. If you dislike the video, make sure you hit that dislike button twice, and now would be a good time to join the fam if you have not done so already. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and also turn on notification bell so that you get notified when new videos go up. All the music and everything from this video is from Epidemic Sound. I can give you a free 30-day trial if you want to test them out. Copyright free music, all that good stuff. Link is in the description. Let me know, okay? Now, the reason I don't think this is a cash grab, as I kind of alluded to before that massive sales pitch I just threw at you, is because this is only a $200 premium over the Mavic Air 2. It's not like DJI came and said, yo, this thing is $1,400 freaking dollars. No, it's a $200 premium to get a bigger sensor that's better in low light. In my opinion, gives you cleaner video. That gives you 10-bit footage. Let me say that again. That gives you 10-bit footage for us people that are serious about taking our drone videos and our drone content to the next level. 10-bit is huge. That gives us slightly better obstacle avoidance and OcuSync 3.0. And the only really downside is that a little bit more money and the battery life is not as good, because the drone is slightly heavier and it's got more processing going on the inside, and it's the same battery as the Mavic Air 2. So I don't think that DJI asking the extra 200 bucks for those listed things that I just told you is a lot of money. Again, there were people like me who loved the Mavic Air 2 but wanted a little bit more, but I also don't want to sit here and go buy a 3-year-old Mavic 2 Pro, even though it is still a great drone to have. So for me, the Air 2S, and for a lot of people, the Air 2S is that bridge drone between the Mavic Air 2 and the Mavic 2 Pro that people wanted. It's still small, it's still lightweight, we get 10-bit footage, the 5.4K, like the video feed out of this thing is phenomenal, in addition to the extended range with OcuSync, which is a big deal. A lot of people don't realize how big of a deal that is. Now, to be fair with the Mavic Air 2, I have had a couple dropouts. It hasn't been anything major. The controller synced back up and, you know, it's been fine ever since. But since I've been flying the Air 2S, I have not encountered one freaking connection problem, and that really makes me feel good that I can always count on this thing giving me a solid connection, whether it's behind an obstacle, whether I'm out at distance, whatever the case may be. I ain't gotta worry about it because OcuSync 3.0, that is freaking huge. So again, I think these people that are sitting here bashing the Air 2S, I think they just full of shit, and I'm just being honest. I feel like some of these people are just trying to play devil's advocate, and I don't think that's fair to the Air 2S because this drone is absolutely incredible. Now again, nobody's putting a you-know-what to your freaking head telling you that you need to buy this over anything else. However, in my opinion, this needed to happen. This drone needed to happen because people that don't want to spend 1,500 bucks on the Mavic 2 Pro, especially with the Mavic 3 Pro on the horizon, which will be $2,000. People who want the Mavic Air 2, but they wanted a little bit more than the Mavic Air 2 had to offer, boom, here you go. Now the good thing is you can still buy a Mini. You can still buy a Mavic Air 2, which are both still great drones. But for people like me, the content creators, the people who don't want to go up to that bigger price point, but still want the best that DJI has to offer under $1,000, how can you freaking argue with this? How an extra $200 is DJI asking too much for the upgrades that we got from the Mavic Air 2 to the Air 2S? If I'm missing something, y'all need to let me know. Some people argue, oh, they should have put side obstacle avoidance in this, or they should have put an adjustable aperture in there. And to be honest, I would have liked to see those, but I also understand that those things come at a premium. And you got to think about it. If they put obstacle avoidance in here to the side, they also put an adjustable aperture in there, think about how many people would not buy the Mavic 2 Pro or Mavic 3 Pro. DJI is still a business. I'm not saying that I agree with it. However, you gotta be realistic, yo. You know what I'm saying? If people want the aperture control, they want the pro video features and all of that stuff, then go buy a freaking Mavic 2 Pro. This was not designed to replace the Mavic 2 Pro. Let me say that again. It was not designed to replace the Mavic Air 2 or the Mavic 2 Pro, so I really wish y'all would stop freaking saying that. Anyways, I love this freaking drone. Is absolutely my go-to drone when I go to start flying. I do have some all-tail drones on the way from my folks over at DroneWorks, so we'll be talking about those soon. But for now, this Air 2S, I am loving every freaking bit of it. The video is amazing. Battery life is a little bit shorter. Photo quality is better than the Mavic Air 2. OcuSync 3.0, more obstacle avoidance, 5.4K, 10-bit, only for 200 bucks more. It's a dub if you ask me. So anyways, let me know what y'all think down in the description. I will be down there kicking it with y'all. If you made it this far, I thank you so much for watching my video today and me run my mouth, but it's late. I got to get out of here. Until next time, I'm gone. Peace and chicken grease, Terry Warfield. Peace!